Something happened to me about 6 years ago that I honestly did not see coming. I had a patient, a retired school teacher, 71 years old, active, sharp, no history of kidney problems whatsoever, who came in complaining of fatigue and mild swelling around her ankles. Standard stuff. I expected maybe a circulation issue or a minor electrolyte imbalance. What her labs came back showing stopped me cold. Her kidneys were functioning at less than 60% of what they should be. And when I sat down with her and went through everything she had been eating, everything made sense. She had been doing everything right, or so she thought. That case changed the way I practice, because every single food that was quietly destroying her kidneys was something she had been told was healthy. Her nutritionist had recommended most of them. Her daughter had been buying them for her. And nobody, not one person, had connected the dots between what she was eating and what was happening inside her body. I am Dr. Bennett. I have spent over 2 decades specializing in senior health and preventive medicine. And today I need to talk to you about something that affects millions of people over 60 and goes almost completely undetected until serious damage has already been done. There are 5 foods that the health industry has labeled as beneficial, foods that genuinely are healthy for younger adults, that become quietly dangerous for aging kidneys. We are going to go through all 5, from the least damaging to the most damaging, and I am going to explain exactly what is happening inside your body when you consume them. Before we get into this, I want to ask you something. Do you have any history of kidney issues, high blood pressure, or diabetes in your family? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one, and your response genuinely helps me understand what topics to cover next. Now, let us start with number 5. This one surprises almost everyone I tell it to. Number 5. Spinach and dark leafy greens. I know exactly what you are thinking. Spinach is supposed to be one of the healthiest foods on the planet. And for most people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, it absolutely is. But here's what changes after 60. Your kidneys gradually become less efficient at filtering oxalate. Oxalate is a naturally occurring compound found in extremely high concentrations in spinach, Swiss chard, beet greens, and several other dark leafy vegetables. In younger kidneys, excess oxalate gets filtered out and excreted in urine without much trouble. In aging kidneys, that process slows significantly. A study published in the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology followed adults over 60 and found that those with high oxalate intake had a 31% greater risk of developing kidney stones and measurable tubular damage compared to those with moderate intake. And here's the dangerous part. You do not feel oxalate building up. There is no pain, no warning sign until the damage has progressed significantly, or a stone forms and blocks your urinary tract. This does not mean you can never eat spinach again. It means you need to drastically reduce your raw spinach consumption and cook it properly when you do eat it. Boiling spinach and discarding the water removes up to 40% of its oxalate content. But if you are having raw spinach salads every day because someone told you it was the healthiest option, you need to hear this. Number 4, whole wheat bread and high bran products. This one is even more counterintuitive. The push toward whole grain and high fiber diets over the last 30 years has genuinely helped reduce cardiovascular disease and improve blood sugar control in millions of people. But whole wheat and high bran products are also extremely high in phosphorus, and after 60, the kidneys become significantly less efficient at excreting phosphorus. Here is why that matters. When phosphorus accumulates in your blood, your body compensates by pulling calcium out of your bones. That is how you end up with the dual problem of weakened bones and hardened blood vessels happening at the same time. Something physicians call vascular calcification. A study in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases found that seniors with high dietary phosphorus intake had a 24% higher rate of kidney function decline over 5 years compared to those on moderate phosphorus diets. The issue is not just the phosphorus itself. It is the phosphorus additives used in processed whole wheat products, the preservatives and leavening agents, which contain inorganic phosphorus that your body absorbs at nearly 100% efficiency, compared to roughly 50% absorption from natural food sources. When you buy packaged whole wheat bread from a grocery store, you are not just getting fiber. you are getting a concentrated phosphorus load that your aging kidneys were not designed to handle at that volume daily. Number 3. Protein shakes and high-protein supplements. The fitness industry has convinced an entire generation of seniors that high-protein intake is essential for maintaining muscle mass after 60. And there is real science behind the idea that protein needs increase slightly with age. The problem is the volume. Your kidneys are the organs responsible for processing and eliminating the metabolic waste products of protein metabolism, specifically urea and creatinine. The more protein you consume, the harder your kidneys have to work. In young, healthy kidneys, this additional workload is manageable. In kidneys that are already functioning at reduced capacity, which describes the majority of adults over 65, many of whom do not even know it, high protein intake accelerates the rate of kidney function decline measurably. A landmark study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that in patients with even mildly reduced kidney function, high-protein diets accelerated decline in GFR, which is the key measure of kidney filtration capacity, by approximately 40% faster than moderate protein diets. The recommendation for adults over 60 with any degree of kidney impairment, even mild impairment you may not know you have, is to keep protein intake between 0.6 and 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. A 70-kilogram person, that is roughly 42 to 56 grams of protein daily. Not the 120 grams that supplement companies are telling you to aim for. Number 2, beet juice and high nitrate vegetables. This one is going to be controversial because beet juice has been heavily promoted in senior health circles for cardiovascular benefits. And yes, the nitric oxide research is real. Beet juice does genuinely help with blood pressure and circulation in many people. But there is a side of this story that nobody in the supplement marketing space wants you to hear. Beets are extremely high in oxalate, even higher than spinach per serving. And concentrated beet juice effectively delivers a massive oxalate load directly to your kidneys in liquid form, which your body absorbs almost immediately. A study in the Journal of Urology found that regular beet juice consumption raised urinary oxalate levels by an average of 68% in adult subjects, significantly increasing kidney stone risk. For someone over 60 whose kidneys are already filtering more slowly, that oxalate burden does not just pass through. It accumulates. Additionally, the potassium concentration in beet juice is extremely high. And while potassium is an essential mineral, kidneys that are functioning below normal capacity struggle to regulate potassium levels. Elevated potassium in the blood, a condition called hyperkalemia, can cause heart rhythm abnormalities and, in severe cases, cardiac events. This is not theoretical. This is something I have seen in my own clinical practice. Number 1. And I want you to pay very close attention to this one because it is the food I see causing the most damage in my patients over 60, and it is the food nobody suspects. Number 1. Over-the-counter anti-inflammatory foods and natural pain supplements, specifically turmeric and high-dose ginger. I know, these are the darlings of the natural health world right now. Turmeric lattes, ginger shots, curcumin supplements. Every senior health channel and wellness website is recommending them. And for mild inflammation in a healthy individual, they do have genuine benefits. But here's what the wellness industry is not telling you. Both turmeric at high doses and ginger in supplement form can significantly reduce blood flow to the kidneys through their effects on prostaglandin synthesis. Prostaglandins are hormone-like compounds that help maintain adequate blood pressure and circulation within the kidney itself. This is the exact same mechanism through which common NSAIDs like ibuprofen damage kidneys. They inhibit prostaglandin production, the kidney loses its internal pressure regulation, and blood flow drops. A study in the journal Phytomedicine found that high-dose curcumin supplementation reduced renal blood flow markers in older adult subjects by a statistically significant margin over just 8 weeks. Adding to this, turmeric is itself a high oxalate food. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder contains more oxalate than a full cup of spinach. If you are taking daily turmeric supplements, you are delivering a concentrated oxalate hit to your kidneys every single day while simultaneously reducing the blood flow that those kidneys need to filter it effectively. The combination is quietly devastating. The solution is not to eliminate these foods entirely, but to understand the dose-response relationship. Cooking with a pinch of turmeric occasionally is very different from taking 1,200 milligrams of curcumin extract every morning. The supplement industry profits from you taking the highest dose possible. Your kidneys suffer for it. Here is what I want you to take away from this. Your kidneys are doing an enormous amount of work that you never feel. They are filtering your blood 180 liters every single day. They are regulating your blood pressure, your electrolyte balance, your bone density, and your cardiovascular health. And they are doing it silently. When something goes wrong, you often do not know until 30 or 40% of the function is already gone. The foods we just discussed are not poisons. In the right quantities and in the right context, they can be part of a healthy diet. But after 60, the rules change. Your kidneys are older. They filter more slowly. The threshold for damage is lower. And the information you were given 10 years ago about what is healthy may no longer apply to the body you have today. If you found this useful, please share it with someone you love who is over 60. It could make a real difference. Hit subscribe for more senior health information that your doctor may not have time to explain in a 10-minute appointment. I am Dr. Bennett, and I will see you in the next one.